Once a staple of American television in the 1980s, the Dukes of Hazzard captured hearts with high-speed car chases, southern charm, and unforgettable characters. But where are the stars of Hazzard County now? Some have become legends, others faded from the spotlight, and a few are no longer with us. Join us as we take a nostalgic journey through the cast of the Dukes of Hazzard, then and now. Catherine Bach portrayed Daisy Duke in the Dukes of Hazzard, 1979 to 1985, when she was 25 years old. Daisy is a bold, confident, and sharp-witted young woman, known for her charm, loyalty, and iconic short shorts, later dubbed Daisy Dukes. As the cousin of Bo and Luke Duke, she often used her intelligence and good looks to help the family get out of trouble. Catherine Bach's portrayal made Daisy a pop culture icon. After the series, Bach appeared in several films and TV shows, and later joined the soap opera The Young and the Restless. In 2025, she is 71 years old and remains a beloved figure among fans of classic television.
Uncle Jesse made.
All right.
Good.
So what'll it be, milk or buttermilk?
I'll have buttermilk, please.
Okay. Jed?
Oh, I hate buttermilk.
Well, that's one thing we got.
Town in a gazebo, and they had roses all over the whole gazebo, and they had balloons and a huge park. I mean, the whole park was covered with balloons.
Denver Pyle portrayed Uncle Jesse in the Dukes of Hazzard, 1979 to 1985, when he was 59 years old. Uncle Jesse is the wise and warm-hearted patriarch of the Duke family, known for his deep moral compass, folksy wisdom, and fierce loyalty to his kin. His character served as the emotional anchor of the series. Before the Dukes of Hazzard, Denver Pyle had a long career in television and film, including roles in Bonanza and The Andy Griffith Show. He died on December 25, 1997, at the age of 77, after battling lung cancer. His legacy lives on through his many memorable roles and his philanthropy, including a scholarship foundation he established.
We better get ourselves some help. Why don't you get Rosco?
What help is Rosco going to be?
Well, he and Enos are the only law we got in Hazzard.
You know, these...
What do we do with that?
James Best portrayed Sheriff Rosco P. Coltrane in the Dukes of Hazzard, 1979 to 1985, when he was 53 years old. Rosco is the bumbling and often comical sheriff of Hazzard County, known for his catchphrases and slapstick pursuit of the Duke boys. Despite his loyalty to Boss Hogg, Roscoe's character had a childlike innocence and charm that endeared him to audiences. James Best had a long and varied acting career, appearing in numerous films and TV shows before and after the Dukes of Hazzard. He also taught acting and wrote several screenplays. He died on April 6, 2015 at the age of 88, due to complications from pneumonia. He is fondly remembered for bringing humor and heart to the role of Roscoe.
Good news, boss. Listen, I just caught the Duke boys, and I gave them a $25 ticket. Didn't we, Flash?
Bull feathers. I mean,
And actually, a lot of them fought in the war. They were like 12-year-old. They'd get on a bicycle with a bazooka and fight the Russians with tanks. So they were rough.
Byron Cherry portrayed Coy Duke in the Dukes of Hazzard, 1982 to 1983, when he was 27 years old. Coy is one of the Duke cousins who temporarily replaced Bo during contract disputes. Like his cousins, he stands for justice, family, and fast driving. Although his time on the show was brief, Byron Cherry brought charisma and southern charm to the role. After the Dukes of Hazzard, Cherry continued to work in entertainment, appearing in various TV roles and public events tied to the show's legacy. In 2025, he is 70 years old and remains active in fan conventions and Dukes-related reunions.
You come home for a visit, didn't write or nothing? Oh, well, we ain't exactly home for a visit, Uncle Jesse. We're home for good.
Why? What happened?
You in trouble? No, shoot.
I'm okay with not seeing them. There's a lot of water out here, but I thought, oh, surely they're all cleared out for this.
What you don't want to see is...
Tom Wopat portrayed Luke Duke in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1979 to 1985, when he was 28 years old. Luke is the calm, intelligent, and level-headed Duke cousin, known for his military background, sharpshooting skills, and strong moral compass. Alongside Bo, he helped defend their family's honor and outsmart corrupt officials in Hazzard County. After the show, Tom Wopat pursued a successful career in music and Broadway, earning acclaim for his roles in productions like Annie, Get Your Gun, and releasing several country and jazz albums. In 2025, he is 73 years old and remains active in music and stage performance, continuing to connect with fans through both nostalgia and new creative work.
Unless, you'd do a little repossession work for me.
Repo man. Us?
Celebrity part of things or being a movie star was never part of the equation for me. I wasn't really interested. So, the problem is...
John Schneider portrayed Bo Duke in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1979 to 1985, when he was just 18 years old. Bo is the impulsive, adventurous, and good-hearted cousin who, with his signature blonde hair and love for fast cars, especially the General Lee, became a fan favorite. Schneider brought youthful energy and charm to the role. After the series, he enjoyed success in music as a country singer, and later appeared in major roles on TV, including Smallville and The Haves and the Have-Nots. In 2025, he is 65 years old, continuing to act, direct, and perform music, while remaining a strong supporter of faith-based and independent film projects.
I thought you were trying to lose Rosco. Bluefish got to take the bait before you can reel him in.
To attack every problem that we've come up with or that's come to us. So it occurred to me that people were being...
Ben Jones portrayed Cooter Davenport in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1979 to 1985, when he was 38 years old. Cooter is the friendly and resourceful mechanic of Hazzard County, always ready to lend a hand to the Duke boys and stand up to Boss Hogg's schemes. His good-natured blue-collar character brought humor and heart to the series. After the show, Ben Jones pursued a career in politics, serving as a U.S. congressman from Georgia. He later returned to the world of entertainment and became a prominent figure at fan conventions. In 2025, he is 83 years old and continues to be celebrated by fans for both his role as Cooter and his public service.
Say, Bo, ain't you gonna see what he did with your car? You borrowed my car this morning. What'd you do with it? Oh, I used it to run the sheriff off the road to make him mad. When he jumped...
I think you're going to say bullshit.
Yeah, that's another one. It's just, that's just very self-indulgent stuff. If you want to be an artist and if you understand what that means.
Wayan Jennings narrated The Dukes of Hazzard, 1979 to 1985, as the balladeer when he was 42 years old. The balladeer served as the show's omniscient voice, offering witty commentary and narrating the misadventures of the Duke family with Southern charm. Jennings also performed the show's iconic theme song, Good Ol' Boys, which became a country music classic. A legendary country artist, Jennings was a key figure in the outlaw country movement, known for hits like Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys and Luckenbach, Texas. He died on February 13, 2002 at the age of 64, due to complications from diabetes. His music and voice remain inseparable from the spirit of the show.
Dad.
You talking to me? Since football season begun, between you watching and you playing, I ain't had the time of day.
And just music was always the most important thing to me. I couldn't put any time on...
Sunonny Shroyer portrayed Enos Strata in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1979 to 1985, when he was 44 years old. Enos is the sweet-natured and naive deputy sheriff who is hopelessly in love with Daisy Duke. Though loyal to the law, he often sympathizes with the Dukes and finds himself torn between duty and friendship. His innocent charm earned him his own spin-off series, Enos. After the show, Sunonny Shroyer continued acting in film and television, with roles in productions like Forrest Gump and The Rainmaker. In 2025, he is 89 years old and remains a cherished figure in the legacy of the series.
Come on, Daisy, get your picture took with Mr. Reddy. You better move your car, stranger. That's the loading zone. Come on, Daisy.
You listen to me, farm boy.
You looking for...
Gabe has got the General Lee, and that thing, I asked him, I said, you know, this thing is going for about $50,000, $60,000.
Rick Hurst portrayed Deputy Cletus Hogg in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1979 to 1985, when he was 33 years old. Cletus is the gullible but good-natured cousin of Boss Hogg, often serving as the inept deputy in Roscoe's absence. His loyalty to the law is frequently tested by his simple-minded charm and occasional sympathy for the Duke family. Rick Hurst's comedic timing made Cletus a memorable supporting character. After the series, Hurst continued to work steadily in television and film, appearing in shows like Murder, She Wrote, and Matlock. In 2025, he is 79 years old and fondly remembered by fans for his role in the Hazzard County adventures.
Lost him again, Ted. Who? Lost who? Santa Claus. He stole the boss's Christmas trees. Santa Claus, Ted? Well, it ain't the real Santa Claus. No.
You have a wonderful host here. You know that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
She is a long time. She's almost family. I guess you could call her
I'm here often.
Lindsay Bloom portrayed Myrtle Tillingham in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1979 to 1985, when she was 29 years old. Myrtle is one of the attractive Dixie dance hall girls featured in the series, often involved in humorous or flirtatious scenes that added flair and mischief to the Hazzard County setting. Lindsay Bloom brought glamour and energy to the role. Outside the series, she is best known for her work as Velda in The New Mike Hammer, as well as for appearing in various television series and beauty pageants. In 2025, she is 74 years old and remains a fond memory for fans of 70s and 80s television.
Oh, Lord. Get the cord.
Be back in Hollywood again. Absolutely. You guys both look spectacular. Both the smiles just beaming. Let's talk a little bit about your career.
Alan Autri portrayed Dawson in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1981, when he was 29 years old. Dawson is a one-time antagonist in the series, featured in an episode where he plays a corrupt and intimidating character. Alan Autri's physical presence and intensity made the role memorable despite its brief appearance. After The Dukes of Hazzard, Autri gained wider recognition for his role as Bubba Skinner in The Heat of the Night. He later entered politics, serving as mayor of Fresno, California. In 2025, he is 72 years old, respected both for his work in entertainment and public service.
I grew up around her. She had kind of a crush on me. Wait. Well, she got raped. Oh, no. Virgil found out about it and went over.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
What the hell's going on out here? Everybody grabbing out there. Nobody...
Jeff Altman portrayed Huey Hogg in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1979 to 1985, when he was 28 years old. Huey Hogg is the devious and smug nephew of Boss Hogg, known for his white suit, sneaky tricks, and ambition to outwit both the Dukes and his uncle. Often seen as a younger, slicker version of Boss Hogg, Huey brought added conflict and comic tension to the series. Jeff Altman is a comedian and actor who has also appeared in numerous TV shows, including Baywatch, Growing Pains, and Pink Lady and Jeff. In 2025, he is 73 years old and continues to be recognized for his unique comedic style and contributions to both stand-up and television.
Maybe he likes to be on top of all situations, like ice or snow with four-wheel drive.
Maybe he's the rugged outdoor type.
Well, he's probably a powerful boss. This baby's got a V6.
You know, how many people do you have in your little club? And you said 5,000. And I went, 5,000. 5,000. And then I started to follow.
Dennis Haskins portrayed a customer in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1979, when he was 29 years old. Though his appearance was brief and uncredited, his early involvement in the series was one of his first steps in the entertainment industry. Dennis Haskins is best known for his iconic role as Principal Richard Belding in Saved by the Bell, where he became a pop culture fixture of the 1990s. In 2025, he is 74 years old and continues to make appearances in television and pop culture events, often embracing his role as a nostalgic TV icon.
Now, he ain't telling Boss why, because they just robbed the capital city bank of over $100,000. You see, Taxes was due, so old boss was thinking about
Lark's the best. You shouldn't ever have to defend yourself or explain yourself if you're being honest and true. If you're being who you are, be who you are. And don't buy into the stuff where people are trying to get you.
Don Pedro Collie portrayed Sheriff Ed Little in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1981 to 1984, when he was 43 years old. Sheriff Little from Chickasaw County is a no-nonsense lawman with a tough demeanor who occasionally crosses paths with the Dukes. Unlike Rosco, he is serious and competent, providing a contrast to Hazzard's usual bumbling law enforcement. Don Pedro Collie brought authority and gravitas to the role. Outside the show, he had a diverse acting career, including appearances in THX 1138, Beneath the Planet of the Apes, and Daniel Boone. He died on October 11, 2017, at the age of 79, after battling cancer. He is remembered for his commanding screen presence and versatility as an actor.
You one of them soldier boys got off the train in Cimarron a couple of days ago.
That's right.
And now you're a deserter.
That's
in a play in the theater, so I was the only one with a car, and I offered to ride them to the theater, and it said, "What do you do in there?"
Christopher Mayer portrayed Vance Duke in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1982 to 1983, when he was 28 years old. Vance, like Coy, stepped in as a Duke cousin during Bo and Luke's temporary absence. Athletic and brave, Vance carried on the Duke family tradition of standing up to corruption with a sense of honor. Though his stint was short-lived, Mayer's role contributed to keeping the show's spirit alive. After The Dukes of Hazzard, Christopher Mayer appeared in several TV shows, including Santa Barbara and Silk Stockings. He died on July 24, 2011, at the age of 57 of natural causes. His brief but impactful time on the show is remembered by loyal fans.
We just loved y'all too much to stay away, so we figured we'd come on home. Hazzard just sort of seemed the place to be.
Surell Book portrayed Boss Hogg in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1979 to 1985, when he was 49 years old. Boss Hogg is the corrupt and comically greedy county commissioner of Hazzard County, always scheming but ultimately more humorous than menacing. Despite his villainous ways, his character added charm and comic relief to the show. Surell Book was a classically trained actor, fluent in multiple languages, and had a prolific career in both theater and television. He died on February 11, 1994, at the age of 64, due to colorectal cancer. He is remembered for his larger-than-life portrayal and lasting impact on fans of the series.
Christmas tree sold in Hazzard County. Yeah. Not to mention Bo and Luke Duke behind bars.
Nedra Voles portrayed Ms. Emma Tisdale in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1980 to 1984, when she was 72 years old. Ms. Tisdale is the feisty, quick-witted postmistress of Hazzard County, known for her outspoken nature and comic timing. Despite her age, she is full of energy and often finds herself in the middle of town, gossip and chaos. Nedra Voles brought a delightful eccentricity to the role. Her career spanned decades, with roles in sitcoms like Different Strokes, The Fall Guy, and Alice. She died on January 20, 2003 at the age of 94, due to complications from Alzheimer's disease. Her spirited performances left a lasting impression on audiences across generations.
Please.
Been coming in here every morning for a week now.
Sorry.
Parley Bear portrayed Doc Applebee in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1981 to 1984, when he was 67 years old. Doc Applebee is the kind and trusted town doctor of Hazzard County, often providing care with wisdom and compassion. Though a minor character, his presence added a sense of grounding to the community. Parley Bear was a prolific character actor with a career spanning radio, television, and film, known for his distinctive voice and gentle demeanor. He died on November 22, 2002, at the age of 88, due to complications from a stroke. His long-standing contributions to entertainment, especially in classic Americana television, are fondly remembered.
parquet up and says, "Patty." Right. Ain't that a kick? Imagine that. His parquet thinks it was Patty. Right. Anyway, he tastes.
John Wheeler portrayed Mr. Rhuebottom in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1982 to 1985, when he was 52 years old. Mr. Rhuebottom is the eccentric owner of the local general store in Hazzard County, often providing comic relief with his quirky behavior and deadpan delivery. Though a minor character, he added flavor to the show's small-town charm. John Wheeler brought understated humor and consistency to the role. In 2025, he is 94 years old and remembered for his steady work as a character actor across both television and stage productions.
Well, we'll have to go tell her.
When are you going to tell her?
You can't lie. She doesn't have to lie. Ernest?
Bob Hastings portrayed Barnes in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1979, when he was 54 years old. Barnes is a minor character who appears in the show's early episodes, typically involved in Hazzard County's legal or bureaucratic entanglements. Hastings, with his smooth, authoritative voice, gave the character gravitas. Outside the show, he was widely known for his voice role as Commissioner Gordon in Batman, the animated series, and for his work on McHale's Navy. He died on June 30th, 2014 at the age of 89 due to prostate cancer. His decades-long career in voice work and television made him a familiar presence to generations of viewers.
Spoon. With this spoon and a package of Baker's Instant Cocoa Mix, oh, just like magic.
Peggy Rhea portrayed Lulu Hogg in The Dukes of Hazzard, 1979 to 1985, when she was 58 years old. Lulu is the strong-willed and outspoken wife of Boss Hogg, often serving as the moral counterbalance to her husband's schemes. Despite her social standing, she is kind-hearted and has a soft spot for the Dukes, especially Daisy. Peggy Rhea brought warmth and humor to the role, making Lulu a beloved supporting character. Rhea had a long and distinguished career in television, with notable roles in shows like Grace Under Fire, Step by Step, and The Waltons. She died on February 5, 2011, at the age of 89, due to complications from heart failure. She is fondly remembered for her commanding presence and comedic talent.
It was the night he started beating Jeffrey with a belt over and over again that I knew I had to get those children out of there.
Who is your favorite character from The Dukes of Hazzard? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.